Hi, my Dollar Divas. I know, long time no see. I know it's been well over 6 months now. Anyways, I don't want to make it weird and awkward. I have been saving all of my makeup from last year, because I filmed through up to June, I think, and I had been saving my makeup, and I just continued. So I worked a lot, which means I wore a lot of makeup, and I went through quite a bit. And so, I don't know, I just couldn't bring myself to throw them out after a few months. So I knew for sure at some point that this would probably be my first video back, but I wasn't sure. Thank you to everyone for checking in on me. Everything is fine, just one thing led to another, and I got out of the habit of filming and wasn't really sure if I was gonna come back. So anyways, before I get into all the makeup, I would like to film a chatty get ready with me. Definitely drop a comment below, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a chatty get ready with me at this point. Also with any questions that you might have from the last several months. So I don't even know where to begin. This is a big container, and there are lots of products in here. So I would like to think I'm going to be organized. As you know, that is easier said than done. So I'm just going to start with like foundations that are sitting here kind of on the top. I'm pretty sure there's more in there. But anyways, so yes, working in show business and working pretty much 6 days a week, pretty much from the end of June on, I used a lot of foundation. And a lot of these are from the Dollar Tree, all except for one actually. And the first was this Ardell Camouflage High Def Foundation. This was a little bit dark. It was actually in the shade dark. I can usually make it work. I can just kind of blend it with foundations that are too light. So I ended up using all of that. Another one from the Dollar Tree. This one here was from Flower Beauty. This one was called Porcelain Tint. So like I said, I end up mixing my darker with my lighter and end up finding a shade that's right for me. Of course, my skin tone kind of varies throughout the year. I'm very pale right now for me, but then I do get pretty tan in the summer. So my skin color and shade can really vary, as most people's will. This was also a Dollar Tree find. This was the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation, and I think I had 3 of these. The other 2 might be in here somewhere. I can't really remember when I used them up, but I went through another one of those. And then of course my new color moisturizing foundation, this is in medium, used up one of those. And then the LA Colors Matte Liquid Foundation, this was in nude. And generally at the Dollar Tree, if you're not finding some like off-brand, like a brand name that comes in and it's kind of just shades that I guess don't sell as much in the store, this is your best bet at finding something darker. Usually like I find if they get like a Rimmel or a CoverGirl, it'll usually be in a pretty dark shade, just like the Ardell. So yeah, this is the one I find that tends to have a little bit darker colors when I can find it. And this one here, I got this, I think at Family Dollar, and it's the LA Colors Liquid Makeup, and this is actually not empty at all. I have the shade Creamy Beige. I couldn't make it work. It just sat on top of my skin worse than just about anything I've ever tried. Usually the LA Colors foundations you find at the Dollar Tree usually are very just thin and not great coverage. This, like I said, I just couldn't quite get it to sink in, so I'm letting it go. So right off the top here, I found a bunch of eyelashes. Again, like I said, there's probably more buried in here, but I'm gonna start here. Now, some of these are just empty boxes, and then some of them, the actual lashes are in there. It just kind of depends on how I wore them, because I will wear my lashes for way too long. And I do wear lashes 6 nights a week at work, so they go through a lot. So I might have thrown them away in work, who knows. But I went through at least 3 of these LA Colors Dermatolash false lashes. I get 3 different styles here. These have become some of my favorite at the Dollar Tree. You can tell that the ones in there are just absolutely extremely well-loved, too well-loved. Then I went through some I only, like I said, I only keep the little clear plastic packages. And I do tend to, these are like the voluminous doll, because I write like sometimes on them with a Sharpie. These ones I did not. These were the wispy, fluffy, curl light, crisscross. The names are just a little crazy. But I went through at least 3 pairs of those. I went through an Ardell. These are the wispy 113s. These are an old school favorite of mine. And so at some point I bought a pair of those during the year. Another pair at like LA Colors. These are the Jewel Eyes. These were in the style Brilliant. I really tend to like these lashes a lot as well. I don't remember this brand. I can't remember if I got them at the Dollar Tree, but I went through a pair of those. They're kind of packaged like Ardell. These ones here too, I have no idea what brand they are. They might be something that I randomly got at the Dollar Tree. They have a couple brands there. Sometimes they carry Ardells. Sometimes they have that brand La Flare. I think there's another brand like last year that I hauled. This was a pair of Kiss lashes, and I lost one along the way, but yeah, these were very, very well loved as well. And then I think I got these sometime back at like Dollar General or something. They were the Broadway lashes, and they were the sassy style. And I remember really liking those as well. So like just here alone, I get 12 sets of eyelashes, and I think there might be some more in this container, but that's quite a bit. Did find another pair of jewel eyes. This is the style Precious. Again, extremely well loved. It's so embarrassing, it's terrible. So 13 pairs of lashes. Then right here on the top, I found some setting powders. Some of these are from Dollar Tree, some not. This was something I just bought like at Ulta or CVS. It was the NYX HD finishing powder. I was really curious about trying this. It's like translucent, so it's just like a white powder. It's kind of like the Essence Brighten Up powder, which I love. That's like one of my favorites. Then I used this Be Pure infused pressed powder, and it's a nice pressed powder from the Dollar Tree as well. And then I had this Revlon Photo Ready powder. This was in light medium. And I found it was a little bit, and I do like the Revlon Photo Ready line. It's one of my go-tos if I get something at the drugstore. Then this here I think I hauled from like Family Dollar a couple years ago. This is the LA Colors setting powder, and it was in like a universal translucent shade. So yeah, there's 4 setting powders right there. A couple more foundations. I used up my Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. This was in Buff. Of course, love this very, very much. And I've used things up, and I really haven't repurchased anything. That's how much makeup I have. So yeah, so as far as like repurchasing like the Believe Beauty, I haven't done so yet because I'm still trying to kind of go through some of what I have. Then this was, I used up one of these LA Colors liquid makeups. I think I was mixing 2 shades. Like this was tan. I used the whole thing, of course. I think I was mixing it with a lighter shade that I either have or is in here somewhere. So a couple more foundations, a couple more powders. This was the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This was in Banana, a really, really nice banana powder from Shop Miss A, of course. This is the Believe Beauty Setting Powder. This was in light medium. I kind of wore this when I was a little bit more tan because I do tend to favor like a lighter powder. And so I had some things that were a little bit darker that I sometimes will tend to use when I'm tan. So again, a couple more powders. Again, in show business, got to keep the shine away, so I use a lot of setting powder. Then I have some bronzing items. Again, this is just what I could grab here off the top. This was a Dollar Tree find. This was the Ardell Vacay Mode Bronzer. It was in Sexy Glow and Sunny Brown, so you can't see it anymore, but it kind of had like a dark, like 2 shades in here. It had like a darker and a lighter, and I really liked it. This one was really good when I was more tan and needed a little bit more oomph from my bronzer, especially on stage so I don't look washed out. Then this is the Believe Beauty in the Tropics bronzing powder. This was in Hawaiian Glow. I think I got this a while back at Dollar General. And then this took a long time. I really loved this. I loved the variety in this kit right here. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. And I used this whole thing up, of course. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. At some point, this would probably be a repurchase for me for sure. So 3 bronzing products there so far. I am keeping track of how many products I've used up, by the way. And that's not to say that accidentally, I think a couple times in the year, I may have accidentally threw something away or added a category that at some point I wasn't adding. So there is actually, I know there is at least a little bit more than what is actually here, you know? So today's actually like the first day I've actually really used like eyeshadow in quite a while, because in work I kind of changed the way I was doing my stage makeup. I was really doing like lashes and like liner and then like just a shimmery like liquid shadow. So I've gone through a lot of my liquid shadows, which is really good because they do tend to dry out quick sometimes. So I'm really glad that I got to go through and get through most of these. So this one here was from Ulta Beauty. This is the Glitter Cream Eyeshadow in Roller Disco. It's like a silver sparkle. I really liked it. At some point, I will want to repurchase that. Then this here, I've had this for a long time. You'll recognize this. This is the Revolution Eye Glisten. It's the Foil and Glitter Liquid Shadow. And I really enjoyed this. The glitter end kind of dried out a little bit quicker than the shimmer end, but I really, really enjoyed this. I loved the way this color was. It was just beautiful. I would totally buy this again. Then this was from the Dollar Tree. This was the Hard Candy Glitterazzi in Viva La Venus. It was like a beautiful kind of opalescent purple shimmery shadow. And then this purple one here that honestly I didn't use very much. So I'm just like letting the whole thing go because I used up my favorite end. Then I've got a couple from Stila. Both of these I purchased at TJ Maxx at some point. This one here I got to drying out. Honestly, I find the Stila ones dry out worse than any other brand I've ever purchased. Like, it's so crazy. I love them, but they dry out so fast. This was in Burnished Sienna, and this came in a 3-pack, and I think I've used up at least one of the other ones, maybe two. They were in like a, you know, that's kind of warm. One was like a light gold, and you know, you like your copper. This is the Glitter and Glow. Then this one here is a Glitter and Glow as well, and I got these in like a 4-pack. It came with two that like I never used because they were darker colors, and I do favor like lighter shimmery colors in a liquid eyeshadow, but they came with two. I think I've already used one up. They were these beautiful opalescent, this is Lilac Ice. So beautiful, so opalescent, and just absolutely stunning. I'm really gonna like miss them. but yeah, so I really enjoyed that. Then this was very similar to that one. I got this at the Dollar Tree as well. This is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Shimmer Liquid Eyeshadow. This was in Fairy Tale Ending, just another kind of pearlescent light lilac color. So pretty. Then this one here, this one was by, it's all kind of worn off, but this is in the shade Fairy Light. This one is really, really beautiful as well. Then a couple eyeshadow singles, and I use these I would use for like my brow bone and stuff like that as like a shimmer. I got this in a beauty subscription that, you know, when I used to get beauty subscriptions. And these, I really feel these were very similar, and I actually got to really liking this a lot better. This is the Suva, and it was called Empire State, and it was just kind of like a champagne shimmery shadow. So pretty. And then this was Urban Decay Sellout. This was like my longtime favorite, kind of like a champagne shimmery shade. These are both very comparable for me. Right now I'm finishing up a CoverGirl shade that's kind of similar when I want like a really extra shimmery like brow bone. So yeah, I used up a bunch of these type products this year, and there might even be some more in there. We'll see. But yeah, this was like my go-to this year for my stage makeup. So I will have to repurchase if this is what I do next year. But you know, I'm always changing my mind, changing my look. Then some lipsticks and lip glosses. These, I absolutely loved these. I got these at the Dollar Tree a while back. They're from the brand Broadway Colors. And I would wear them like simultaneously. So I have Juliet and Apple Picking. So it's kind of like an orange and then like a deep kind of a berry. And what I would do is I would do like an ombre lip. So I would do the darker shade around the outside of my lip, and then I would pop some of the brighter in the middle to make my lips pop. And then I would top it with a little bit of a gold to make it just look, I don't know. It's just like one of my favorite looks. And so I used up this gold. This is Wet n Wild first place winner. It's like legit like a gold lipstick. I don't know if you can even really see it in here. I've got red on it a little bit because I would, you know, of course, put it over lipstick. I still have another one of these. I think I bought two when I found them because I felt like it wouldn't last for some reason. And then this I got a while back too at the Dollar Tree, and I was using this before I found this. And it was like a gold plumping serum. The shade, what is the shade? Don't know the shade, but yeah, it's a very pinkish, reddish now because from doing my lips and then dipping the thing back in there. So there's actually still a bunch left in here. I just ended up having to kind of let it go because see now it doesn't even look like gold anymore. So yeah, so I just kind of let it go. And then this I purchased. This was kind of an impulse buy, but I really, really enjoyed it. So this was a Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, and this was in Beso. And it's just a beautiful red. And of course I used it up like crazy. Again, I'm from time to time, even if I don't need it, I will buy a good red lipstick. And I actually did replace these with, I think it was either Essence or NYX, the lingerie, lip lingerie, whatever it is. I found similar colors, so that's what I'm using now. And it's actually better because there's this term in singing, you eat the microphone. I put my lips right against the microphone, and there's always lipstick. This really got lipstick on there like crazy, but the new lipstick that I'm wearing doesn't do that. It doesn't transfer. Same thing with this one here. So it's really kind of better for my microphone. So of course, more Ionis. These are the extra wispy something or others. I don't know, but you know, again, well loved. These were another pair. I don't think I had these very long, but I ended up kind of, you know, sometimes you pull your lash off or you do something stupid to clean it or pick off the glue, and I ruined this lash. So these are not as well loved. Another pair of jewel eyes. This was the Brilliant style. And then these here, I just decided to let them go. I don't remember the brand. I think they were like a different brand from Dollar Tree, something I'd never seen. And the reason why I let them go, I loved the style. I just couldn't, they both looked like they went the same direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have like that mirror image effect where they seemed to get longer on the opposite sides. I felt like both of my lashes would go one direction, and I didn't like that. So I just went ahead and let those go. Now, I did go through at least another package or two, at least, of makeup wipes. When I take my makeup off at work, most of the time I do use a reusable cloth, and I've been really liking Neutrogena's, they have like a cleansing balm. But every now and again, I will use a wipe. And I went through 2 packages of these, and I think these might be my last packages of these. So I think I've just replaced them with something from like CVS. So used up 2 of these Pick Up and Go Orange Moisturizing Cloths. If you are familiar with my channel, you'll know how I really liked these makeup removing wipes. Starting to see the bottom. Okay, I went through some makeup sponges. So I think all of these were from the Dollar Tree, except maybe this one. This might have been an e.l.f. one. I can't remember. 5 here. These don't have a case. They're just different shapes and sizes and colors. Then I went through one of these from the Dollar Tree that came in this little like container. And I am going to keep this container. Then I went through 2 of these Sassy Chic ones here, and I just put those back in there. So I went through 7 beauty sponges. But I don't think that this was a category I was counting in the beginning of the year. I think at some point I started after I stopped filming, so I'm sure there are much more of these that I actually went through last year. And then how I didn't go through more blushes is kind of beyond me, because I do wear a lot of blush at work, but I didn't. So I got these, I think at the same time, the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. This was in pearlescent pink, and I used this up. These always break on me from Wet n Wild, but that's okay. I loved the blush. And by break, I mean the actual blush will break, and the actual container will usually break. And if it's not one, it's the other. So this is another one. This was the shade Keep It Peachy, and the product just kind of really broke on me, so I'm letting it go. So I went through 2 Wet n Wild blushes, both from Dollar Tree. Then another foundation. I knew I had another one of these, and I think these are the last 2 that I had. I had 3, and I think I used one up a while back, but this is the Cushion Foundation in Nude Beige. And then I had this cushion, I found so many cushion products. Some I still have, like color correctors and stuff, but I found so many cushion products. A couple of years ago, they just had a bunch of them there at the Dollar Tree. And this was the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour. And this was in Cafe Au Slay. And I used that up. I do like a nice liquid, not a liquid, but like a creamy kind of a contour from time to time. So that I ended up really enjoying that. Then I got this a while back from Believe Beauty, and it was the color corrector. It was the Brighten Up Color Correcting Concealer. This was in light medium, so it was like this like kind of peachy, creamy product, and it was just really great around my eyes. So yeah, there's nothing better to get rid of dark circles than like a peachy kind of corrector. Excellent product. Then I had this concealer. I think I got this at Dollar Tree too, and I loved this concealer. This concealer was so good for under my eyebrows. It was just this creamy concealer. It was the Cover Everything's concealer in white. Came in this little container right here. Really, really enjoyed that. Then I used up my LA Colors contour stick. This was in light. I really do enjoy these. They're just nice for the money. And then I've had this for a while too. This is from an AOA haul that I did a while back. This is the AOA Studio Pawpaw Liquid Concealer. This was in Buff. Of course, I cut it open. You know me. Now I can really see the bottom. So I used up 14 chapsticks. And it's all the same brand. It's my local grocery store, just like they're generic. This isn't even all of them. It's just what I could fit in my hand. I used, let me see, can I do it? Yeah. I used 14. So, I mean, I don't know what more there is to say other than the fact I go through a lot of chapstick. Keep one in my purse. I have one in the living room. I've got backups, and this is just my favorite. It's unscented, paraben free. It's good SPF 12. It's just very, very basic. You remember this if you have been on my channel, and so yeah, what can I say? I went through a whole bunch of them. We're in the home stretch here. I went through a NYX matte finish setting spray, and my camera's a little bit dark. I don't have my ring light in front because I haven't filmed much lately, but went through this. I really don't use a ton of setting spray when I'm not really doing my eyeshadow, so haven't really gone through a whole lot this year. Then I used up a couple of brush cleaners. So this is from the Dollar Tree. I've got a couple of these. This is a wonderful, wonderful brush cleaner. This has really replaced my Bare Minerals one that I used to love so much. I don't know if they discontinued it. I just think I can't find it. Couldn't find it at Ulta last time I tried. But this stuff here is amazing for $1.25. I've got a couple of them. Really, really, really good stuff. It's a bargain. This I hated having to buy because it's such a small container for $10 or $9.99, whatever I paid. It was the Real Techniques. I think when I went to Ulta, they didn't have my Bare Minerals, so I ended up buying this instead. And then I discovered the one from the Dollar Tree. So used up a couple of brush cleaners this year. Then the last two items, I went through a sharpener. Yes, I went through a sharpener. It just doesn't seem as sharp as my L'Oreal one that I have. I've had this for quite a while though. It's been well loved. It's from Benefit. And yeah, so I ended up buying another L'Oreal. So I have two L'Oreal ones. And this used to be a great sharpener, but it's just, I think it's just been through a lot. And last but not least, I used a color switch. This is from the Dollar Tree from Sassy Chic. And without using eyeshadow, I haven't really gone through very many of these, but I did go through one. I think my one here is also almost ready, but so yeah, those are the last couple of items. So like I said, if you made it this far, definitely let me know down below if you'd like to see a chatty get ready with me and catch up with how things have been going the last little while. If not, I'm not offended at all. And like I said, maybe if you do want me to do it, think of some questions. And yeah, I would love to come back, and film more. So just, you know how it is, you just do the best you can. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and hope you enjoyed getting to see all the makeup I used in the year 2023, and hope everyone had a great new year, and I hope your 2024 is going awesome so far.